Because we are independent, we can also cover stories that the mainstream will not cover, such as this one. So, you know what I'm going to say, PayPal, support us. Marcus Kolga is with MacDonald-Laurier Institute. He joins me right now because there is an extraordinary tragedy of stunning human proportions carried on in South Africa. ANC won power 27 years ago. Zuma became president. He is retired now. Maybe he might be in jail, depends day to day. A gazillion billionaire. The new president, gazillion billionaire. 11.5 people unemployed. Millions and millions more with not enough food to keep them going. What's going on?
Well, look, you've set the stage perfectly. There's a serious socioeconomic crisis happening in South Africa right now. We're seeing 30% unemployment, up to 75% unemployment amongst the youth. There's been a 7% contraction of the national economy. And as you mentioned, Jacob Zuma, who was president from 2009 until 2018, was running a government that was incredibly corrupt. And so what's happened is that he's being called out for that corruption right now. He was forced out of office in 2018 because of some corrupt dealings with the Russians.
The new president is just as corrupt. He's a new billionaire now on the world scene. So I know a number of people would say, well, nothing can be done because that would be colonialism.
Well,
it's our white guilt.
That's right. I mean, there are things that we can certainly do to help out.
Okay.
Canada was instrumental. Let's not forget, in the 1980s, we used sanctions, and we were a leader in helping rid South Africa of apartheid.
Brian Mulroney and Margaret Thatcher on that one.
And Pierre Elliott Trudeau, who was earlier against those sanctions.
So, but what can the world, or what can Canada do right now?
Look, short term, we can use the sanctions legislation that we have right now, the Magnitsky sanctions that are intended to impose economic sanctions and visa freezes on human rights abusers and also corrupt officials. So those officials that have gained some wealth through Jacob Zuma himself, we can look at that list and impose sanctions on them in order to deter future behavior.
And it's not just one person. I mean, there's a whole encampment around these people who become gazillion millionaires. So that's one thing we can do. Is there anything more? I mean, does Canada have any other levers aside from punishing those should they want to come to Canada or do anything with their investments?
I'm not sure that we do. We've actually retreated generally from Africa since the end of the Cold War, as has the rest of the West. We've retreated with regards to our trade in Africa, our aid in Africa, and support for Africa. So at the moment, there's not much that we can do other than look at sanctions and provide the sort of moral support through positive statements.
Marcus Kolga, thank you very much. It's just stunning that I'm told it's one of the richest countries in the world as far as natural resources, and is one of the poorest.
Exactly.
Oh, 3 minutes. Justin Trudeau is traversing the country on a government jet, handing out your money for all kinds of projects. I'm sure they're all extraordinarily worthy. Why now? He wants your vote. He is trying to buy a bigger Liberal majority next time around. So, as we are one of the few news services which are not paid for by the government and by Justin, please support us. And thanks for watching.